Okay, so I guess I am recording now. So instead of just responding to a couple emails that I got from subscribers today, let's see, I got one, two, three, four, five, five here in the last 4.5 hours. Try to do something a little bit creative and maybe benefit more than just the person who asked the question. And instead of writing another blog post, thought I would try something new. So Brenda asked, I would like to know more about how to create a sign up for a class that would draw people in or draw people to sign up for group coaching. And I think that is an absolutely fantastic question. Here's what I ended up typing, but I'm going to expand on that. I said the best advice that I can give is to split test everything. And a few of the things that I split test are headlines, entire pages. So headlines, I use King Sumo Headlines. It's a premium plugin, and I think if you want to split test, it's a great way to split test headlines. Opt-in pages, I can clone pages very easily and create nice landing pages, opt-in pages with Optimize Press. I do have an affiliate link for them. I'll throw it out at the end if I remember, but no pressure there. There's a lot of tools that do that. I even test the language within opt-in boxes. So if you go to ellorywells.com on the right sidebar, you will see an opt-in form that says something like "Get these awesome tools," and it says 4 of them are completely free, and then another version says 4 of them are maybe absolutely free or totally free, and just changing that one word to see which one my visitors uh, resonate with more, which one increases opt-ins, and honestly they convert differently. I don't remember the percentages exactly, but one of those words, sorry, I don't have that information for you, but one of those words converts better than the other one. um, Back to the split test thing, I have had so many different opt-ins over the last few years that many of them didn't work. I'll tell you what has really helped me in the past, and I don't know if it'll be self-serving because some of the people that are going to be watching this are already on these lists, but it's to meet a need. So I've done a 30-day blog to business transformation email course, 30 days of tips, one per week, that show you how I transform my blog into a revenue generating business. And getting people involved in that course has added people to subscribe, which is Brenda's second question. How do I get more email subscribers? So testing opt-ins. And then I also do webinars. Those are a really popular thing. And I have actually 4 different if you go to ellorywells.com/webinar, it will route you through PrettyLink Pro to one of 4 different opt-in pages. So again, I'm testing everything, and I've told several people. Sorry if it's a little bit windy. I'm out on the back porch enjoying a nice Texas evening, but um, uh, lost my train of thought there. I'm even split testing to 4 different webinar pages, and again, webinars are a great way to to get people to opt in. But the key is, Brenda, test to find out what your audience really wants. Go, and maybe it comes back to, and this is how I did it, going back to me at a time that I want to talk to my visitors at a point in their journey. Let's say we both segment, or we both come back to this point where we all start a blog. Well, what were the challenges that I had while while starting a blog, and meet those needs right there, and that's the opt-in. Well, maybe that doesn't work. Test something else. Maybe that's not where people need help with, or maybe it's not where most of your audience needs help with right now. So testing even within opt-in bribes or whatever. Let me see what are these other questions. Steve has some questions about WordPress and creating a side hustle. WordPress is one of the most popular blogging platform or website building platforms in the world, depending on the study or the year. WordPress powers 20 to 25% of the internet. And one of my other coaching clients, Rocco, we got him off of Squarespace, and I couldn't help him on Squarespace. They run things, they run things differently. I had no knowledge to help them, and the tools that I use wouldn't help with that. So WordPress is really powerful. Steve, I'd suggest Googling everything. Get better, as weird as that may sound, get better at Googling. That's how I learned everything I know about WordPress. I didn't take any training courses. I didn't buy any books or anything like that. I broke my site. I was telling a friend of mine, Corey, that I broke my site probably half a dozen times this week because I was messing with files. I was able to fix them in less than 30 seconds, but breaking things, tinkering, seeing what works, what doesn't work, that is probably the most cost-effective and efficient way, Steve, for you to learn about WordPress. And then creating your side hustle, man. I know, Steve, you are a writer. Keep writing. Keep getting better at your craft. I wrote a blog post probably early 2015, late 2014 about where I spent my first dollars as an entrepreneur, as my business started making money. And one of them was, I think the first one was on myself. I needed to be better at my craft. If I'm going to be an expert at this, I have to follow that Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 rule or 10,000 hour rule guideline. If I'm going to do this as my job, I have to be better. And what I like about that advice is it comes from me. I'm a little bit partial and I'm kind of sarcastic, if you haven't guessed. But what I like about that advice is it puts all of the responsibility on you, Steve, and it puts all of the responsibility on me. And if we want to do this, we have to be better. We're not a victim of circumstance. We're not a victim of Google algorithms. We are completely responsible for our own success. If we want to win, we have to get better. So, Steve, I hopefully that gives you a good starting point in it, and hopefully it's not just kind of one of those pie in the sky dreamy things. That hopefully those are some tactical things that you can actually go do after you watch this video. Get better, break something, try something that doesn't work, figure out how to fix your own problems, and then get better at the craft of writing. The next one, let's see what Doc says. I'm always looking for ways to grow my business through online marketing with specific attention to my local region, and not a huge problem, but there are people that don't even realize I'm open for business. Oh, that is huge. That is so huge. In my blogging course that I just mentioned, if you go to ellorywealth.com/30days, 30days, one of the pages that I talk about, actually I talked about it in the podcast today, so another link, empoweredpodcast.com/83. People not even knowing you're open for business. One of the pages that I think everybody who wants to generate revenue from their blog has to have is a store page. Even if it's a coming soon, or if there's one product, or there's an embedded link to your product on Etsy or Amazon or something like that, that's a challenge. People need to know that you're open for business, and if you don't tell them, if you don't shout it from the rooftops, hey, I got this cool thing that will solve all of your problems or make you happier, healthier, whatever, they can't buy it. If I don't know you have it, Doc, I cannot buy it. So, yes, that's a huge problem, and honestly, it's a problem I see all over the place. Is people are so timid to share their product, about how cool it is, how awesome whatever widget they have to sell or ebook or solution. We can't buy it if we don't know you have it, man. And I know you do really good work. I've seen your video work. I don't have the URL to throw out there, but check out what Doc is doing with his video work. He does a fantastic job. But you got to if your product is your message, and a lot of time it is, you have to repeat it over and over and over and over and over again. And hopefully by now, if you're watching this video and if you made it through these last couple of minutes, you know my mission at ElloryWells.com is to empower and equip entrepreneurs. That's a phone call. I had to ignore that. It was the wife. She'll probably get pissed off. And I'm always looking to go through business through online marketing with specific attention to my local region. Start with who you know. Start with your friends, family. I'm reading Never Eat Alone by Keith Ferrazzi. And one of the things that he talks about is just the extent to which we don't really tap our own markets. And he's talking about our friends, our friends of friends, our friends of our brothers and sisters and parents and colleagues of all of those people. And if you really want to go all in, and I got a cool story to share. If you really want to go all in, you have to tap into all of those nooks and crannies within your network and go after it. The fun story, you gotta, if you're not a member of my membership site, you've got to, because in May I'm having a story that I'm so freaking excited to share with you. This guy named Patrick South. My members don't even know that he's the expert yet, so you're getting a tiny inside look. Patrick South, I talked to him today. He's making good money doing YouTube videos with his son. And he told me today, just about 9 hours ago, about 9 hours ago, he said, I had to decide if I was all in. And it wasn't until he decided that he was all in until he started seeing results. And he literally showed me the graph, some of the statistics of his YouTube videos. And I don't know if you're seeing my view or if the mirrored view, but basically you've got at this date, and then it grows like this, and it grows like this, and grows like this. And I don't know if I'm off the screen or not. I can't see myself right now, but Patrick told me it wasn't until he went all in that he really started to see incredible results. And I'm going to share more about that interview, actually have the interview live for everyone who is a member, members.ellorywells.com. You can get the first month for just $1. It's a pretty sweet deal. So hopefully that gives you something to work with, Doc. Go all in. Just jump in with both feet. Screw what everybody else says. You can always, if it's a mistake, you can always pick it up and do something else in 6 months. But pick a time period, whether it's 6 months, a year, 9 months, whatever. Just double down, bet on yourself, go all in on what it is that you want to do. Maybe it's the video, maybe it's not. But tell people that you have something for sale, and then reach out to those networks and all of those things. Michelle, what did Michelle say? See my response below in all caps. Setting up mechanisms for passive income, turning blog posts into marketable products, and how much time to commit each week to the online portion of a consulting business. Oh, that's going to be tough. I'm gonna stop because these are some long questions, and I've got a couple more emails. I will probably record these maybe back to back, just not share them all at the same time, so you are not sitting here. How long is this video? 13 minutes, not terribly long, but I do kind of want to break it up. Go to ElloryWells.com. If you like this kind of advice, check out what I'm doing over there. If it helps you, share the video, whatever. And whatever it is, lessons learned, split test, go all in, believe in yourself, and good luck. Go do something awesome. I wish you all the best of luck. To Brenda, Steve, and Doc, and Michelle, I'll get to your question and Connie's question in the next video. Have a good night.